What's up, guys? This is David Huang coming at you from supplementsuperhero.com, and today I'm going to be answering the basic question, what does A1C mean? Alright, so this is usually a term that's used for diabetics or people who are maybe predisposed to diabetes or people who in general have high blood sugar. And I wanted to talk about this because diabetes does run in my family somewhat, particularly on my mom's side. My mom is diabetic. She has to take insulin shots every day. It really sucks. So this is sort of a question that I had a while back, and I didn't really fully understand it until I did a little bit more research into it. So A1C is short for hemoglobin A1C, or sometimes people call it HbA1c, but it's very just common for a lot of people to call it the A1C, and it's your average blood sugar reading over a period of time, and it's displayed as a percentage. So it's usually the average over the course of 2 to 3 months. So again, it's the average blood sugar indication over the course of about 2 to 3 months or so. And usually it's kind of a better indicator of your overall blood sugar as opposed to the constant fluctuation that you might have with your blood sugars throughout a given day. Obviously, again, with numbers, everything sort of fluctuates, but this is basically how doctors and labs essentially assess how a diabetic is doing, and it helps to assess diabetes in general. So it's expressed as a percentage. Normally, they say somebody who doesn't have diabetes, their A1C or HbA1c should be between 4 to 6%. Somebody who is pre-diabetic is usually between 5.7% to about 6.4%. Okay, so again, if you want to be normal, you want to be less than 5.7%. You don't have diabetes, but you're on the verge of being diabetic if you're 5.7% to 6.4%. And typically you have diabetes if you're at 6.5% or greater. Okay, and ideally, if you're diabetic, they want to have you below 7%. If you're higher than 7%, they want to get you as close to 7% or below as possible. So that's something to keep in mind. I mean, if you're significantly higher than 7%, you want to shoot for close or a little less than that 7% as much as possible. And in case you're wondering, in terms of like what the A1C means, specifically the exact term itself, 90% of hemoglobin is hemoglobin A. Hemoglobin is the pigment inside our blood cells that carry oxygen. So that's what hemoglobin is. Most of hemoglobin is hemoglobin A, and hemoglobin has like a variety of components to it. They say about 90% of hemoglobin is just like hemoglobin A itself, but it has these components like A1C, they have A1A1, they have A1B, they have A1 A2, I believe, and the component that glucose attaches to is the hemoglobin A1C. Okay, so they say that percentage of HbA1c of your hemoglobin A, should be that percentage, right? Should be 5.7% or less for normal people. Okay, so for normal people, you want to shoot for that. If you're diabetic, you want to be shooting for less than 7%. So hopefully that makes sense, guys. Yeah, I know I kind of stumble a little bit because I don't want to be inaccurate. I don't want to say one wrong thing that's going to mess you guys up. But in any case, I did put a link down below. The article is going to go into a little bit more depth, and it's going to explain HbA1c a lot better than I can. But that's the general overview of what A1c means. So let me know if you have any questions down below. Please leave me a comment, even if it's just to say hi. And thank you so much for watching my channel. As always, guys, have a fantastic day, and sup it up.